Hey, welcome to Let's Make Miracles.
I'm Alex, and
I'm Jen.
we're working through the Course in Miracles over the course of an entire year.
Yeah.
Welcome to Let's Make Miracles, episode 5.
Yeah, I can't open with that. Yeah, I'd get sued so fast by Disney.
I don't know. It would take them a while.
Oh, that's true.
We'd
Hey,
ha-
they
we'd
may
have
learn
to-
something from this, if they're listening in.
You'd have to get popular enough for them to bother suing first.
Hey, miracles happen. Wink. Anyways, welcome back, guys.
I don't think visual jokes work here.
No, it doesn't. That's why I verbally said wink. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're on lesson 5 today. This one's sometimes a bit of a doozy for me. And it's, I am never upset for the reason I think. And I feel like I need to pause just a little bit there. Just because it's heavy material. Because I feel like before you read, Alex, as he picks up the book and judges how the weight of the book is, I feel like we all feel...
Visual jokes, that's what you're here for, right?
Right. I feel like we all feel like we're upset for certain reasons. Like, we get triggered by this, or we're upset from that, or this happened, this cause, and this effect. But I am never upset for the reason I think. And it's another one of those thoughts, or lessons, that make your brain kind of go, wait, what? And it's another one of those jarring lessons. And I really enjoy it, just because it's rewiring the brain. It stops it from its repetitive cycle, and it goes, wait a second, what's going on? But if Alex, will you read the lesson?
Sure. Lesson 5. I'm never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of any upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe it to. For example, I am not angry at blank for the reason I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to precede the exercises with the statement, "There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind."
That right there is really profound.
Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are, I am not worried about blank for the reason I think. I am not depressed about blank for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough.
This hits again on the emotional level. And anything to do with the emotions can be really difficult. But I feel like with this lesson, it helps. When we were first going through the emotions on our emotional journey, I feel like this may have been helpful, but I don't know if I was ready at the time. I don't know if I needed it to be harder to be able to release it. Sometimes people feel like if there's not a bit of a struggle, then they're not doing good enough. But I do think this is helpful.
I'm not sure. This is a hard concept to grasp until you realize that all of these emotions they can't really do anything to you unless you let them.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have let their emotions run their lives. And it's I think this lesson is one of those that helps to undo that.
Yeah. Not to get political or anything, but I feel like emotions do run very rampant in today's society. We feel this way, so this should be fact. And we feel this way, so this should happen. And, we're very emotional these days. And I feel like nobody's really told us, hey, there's a problem, Not that your emotions are wrong, it's just how you're going about them is wrong. And how you're dealing with them is wrong. And this lesson is definitely very helpful of how to deal with some of these negative emotions when they pop up and how to go about handling them the correct way.
I'm not sure that I would limit that to negative emotions.
Well, that's true.
I would probably include most positive ones too. But a lot of people get addicted to happiness or addicted to those little highs that you get when you're doing something exciting. There's these people that get addicted to going on thrilling adventures like rapid.
So how would they use that as an example?
Well, you would just apply this the same way.
I'm never happy for the reason I think I am?
Right. I'm not happy for the reason... I'm not happy at...
I don't think it would work that way. I'm happy for the reason I think I am.
I'm happy, but not for the reason I think I am.
I'm happy, but not for the reason I think I am.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think it's still I'm not happy for the reason I think I am.
But wouldn't it be...
I'm not happy with this for the reason I think I am.
There you go. That might be helpful.
I'm not excited for this for the reason I think I am. I think in addition to this idea that my peace of mind is not upset for the reason I think I am, another very powerful idea that I came across recently was that you should be willing to feel all your emotions, because not being willing to feel them causes you to avoid them and go into avoidance patterns instead of just diffusing them of their power.
I have been very guilty of that. Sometimes it is very hard to be able to feel your emotions, but when you're able to, it's beneficial. I notice a complete change when I'm able to, and those patterns of avoidance minimize. but this is a much easier way to go around it than, you know.
Well, I think this is I think feeling your supposed negative emotions is a prerequisite for even being able to do this lesson.
That's true.
Because if you're avoiding the fact that you're angry or you're feeling angry, then you're not going to be able to look at that anger and say that you're not angry for the reason you think you are. Because you're denying the fact that you're feeling angry.
That's true. Do you think this will bring up more anger in somebody who is trying to say that I'm never angry for the reason I think I am?
I'm not sure, but I think in the long run it'll bring peace.
Okay.
In the short term, sometimes growth means a bit more turmoil.
Yeah, and Alex deals with a lot of some of this emotional work, and so he's helped me. If you have any questions or comments, or if you just need any advice on how to go about some of this emotional work, hit him up on his Facebook page or his Instagram on Heart Lotus Guru. We'll see if we can help you get through this lesson. It's a bit of a doozy.
It's another one that was kind of hard. It was kind of hard when I first read this.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't prepared.
I think I've only been prepared because some of the emotional work has been very recent to me.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's just, it's recent. So I'm more open to it. But say if I did this when I first tried to pick up this book a couple of years ago, I don't think I would have been ready. I think I would have fought it.
I know I did fight it.
And that's okay. And I feel like because it's only lesson 5, I'm sure that the writer, the author, the creator of these lessons knew that how the human mind worked, and this was one of the earlier lessons to plant that seed. And I feel like later on in the lessons he'll help you through this emotional work. Good luck, guys. Let us know if you need some help. We're here for you. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on our Facebook group, Let's Meet Miracles, or on our Instagram pages at Zinfully Ever After and Heart Lotus Guru.
If you could give us a review in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts, that would really help us be more visible to more people.
Thanks.